Okay, happy Wednesday. I almost forgot the day that it is. This is our expert Zoom for our VIP groups. We're super excited. If you're watching the replay, you're going to get some really good information on how to dress for your body in the holidays, which is something that we all want to know, right? We are living this healthy way lifestyle or faster way lifestyle, and we're taking care of ourselves, but we also want to look good from the outside too, right? So Nicole is going to give us some tips on how to dress for our body, and then also some tips on little sort of zhuzhing up your outfits. She looks very zhuzhed up tonight. This is her normal attire for Wednesday. Yeah. Nicole is a member of the Faster Way, and she does lots of great stuff on Amazon, on Instagram at Touch of Sass. She has such a good eye for clothing, for interior design. I don't even know what it's called because that's not my strength. Nicole is a good friend of mine, and so she is just a special soul. So we are so excited to have you here. We've got other coaches. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves? We've got Lisa. I'll call you out.
Hey everyone, I'm Lisa, Faster Way coach. And yeah, I'm in Iowa and I'm excited to hear how to dress for the holidays.
Yes, you got good lipstick on. Nicole also knows a lot about makeup. So ask questions about makeup.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'll go next. I'm Tracy. I'm in Houston, Texas. And yeah, that's all I got. Keep it short and sweet.
Who's next? Me. I'm Heather. I'm from outside Philadelphia. Short and sweet. Danielle, I guess.
Yep. And I'm Danielle and I live in Bethany Beach, Delaware.
That's awesome. And we've also got Lindsay. I don't know if Lindsay could make it tonight, but maybe some of her clients are going to watch the replay. So, okay, you take it away, Nicole. And any questions, do in the chat. I can sort of moderate as I look at them. But this is just an open discussion. And we really thank you, Nicole, for being here and taking the time, because I know putting together the wardrobes and putting together all this stuff is a big effort. So everyone get her guide, and we are just
My
super
pleasure.
Here.
My pleasure. Okay, I just want to make sure that the screen is sharing before I jump in. Am I sharing my screen?
No.
Do I push the button?
You go down at the bottom and say share screen. Yeah, I made everyone able to share screen on here.
Oh my goodness.
Do you want to send it to me and I can share?
Sure. Hold on.
You know how you go at that little bottom share screen?
Yeah, it says desktop, but there's an exclamation point, and then it says open system preference. Oh, do you remember this happened last time, Alex? I'm so sorry.
You can always send it to me.
Okay, let me just share this with you really quick.
Are you going to share it to me over email?
Yeah, at your Gmail.
Yeah.
Okay, in the meantime, I can introduce myself and at least give you a little background.
Okay, you talk and I'll find it.
Okay, so my name is Nicole Stassinopoulos. Hopefully I sent that correctly. I'll give you a little background story. So I actually went to school for speech and language pathology, but while I was in undergrad and graduate school, I was a makeup artist. I worked for MAC Cosmetics. I worked for Bobbi Brown, Laura Mercier. And then I also had a friend that had a hair salon, and I would go to her salon and I would do makeup for weddings. And I did a lot of freelance work outside of that. And so that's where the makeup comes in. And then I was always just interested in fashion. And I guess it just kind of always came naturally to me. My best friend and I love to shop. And sometimes when I just need to like relax and have like some time to myself, I will actually just go to the mall, grab a coffee and walk around, touch product. I love it. Oh, it looks like Alex is getting her thing. And so I was a speech pathologist, and then COVID hit, and I was working in hospitals, and I didn't want to work in a hospital. My husband also works in a hospital. And so he's like, I don't think we should both work at the same time. And then the kids obviously stayed home. We have 3 boys. And so, pardon me, you know, at first it was fine, and then I was getting antsy. And so I decided to start a blog. And then the blog is like a lifestyle blog with fashion, makeup, food. And then it just kind of like snowballed into this. And now I have my Touch of Stas page. And then Alex and I have also started a podcast. We were meeting, talking about working from the inside out, feeling good from the inside out. And it's just kind of become this thing. And I don't know if I want to be a stylist. I'm not sure where this road is going to take me, but I do love teaching. That is part of the speech pathologist in me. And then I want to take my, you know, passion and kind of mesh it all together. So that's a little bit about how I got here. Alex, is this ready? Or no? Oh, I can't hear.
It's not working for me.
Oh no. Okay.
But if you send me your Canva login and stuff, Nicole, I can do it.
Okay. I feel bad having everybody wait.
That's okay.
Hang on one second. Okay.
It's weird because I can open it on my phone. Maybe Heather knows why that happens. Why it won't let me open it on my computer.
So, okay, I'll just copy this. Guess now I know I can't share my screen. All right, did you get my password and stuff?
You keep going, I'll do it.
Okay. Can we just talk about it instead of showing it?
Just keep going and then I'll open it. I'll share my screen when I get it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what I first wanted to touch on with you ladies is the 5 different body types. Do you ladies have any idea, or do you think you know what your body type is? No, you don't know? No. Okay. So there's 5 types. We have, I'm going to start with a rectangle body type, and that is when your shoulders and your hips are more just straight down and you don't have a lot of curves. So there's not a cinched in waist. You kind of have to create, like sometimes you put something on, you're like, I look like a board, you know? And then we have like an upside down triangle. We call that an inverted triangle. And that is what you might think of like a swimmer's body, somebody that has like a broader shoulder and it gets narrower at the hips. And then we have your apple shape, which I think a lot of us are familiar with that term, or we say oval. So your midsection is, again, you're not too curvy. It's just, you're just a little bit fuller in the midriff area. And then you have your pear shape, which is a more narrow shoulder and a smaller waist. And then the hips and booty become a little bit more voluptuous. And then we have the hourglass, where it is proportionate in the upper body, your waist comes in, and then your hips are about the same size as your shoulders. And we think of like Marilyn Monroe, Sofia Vergara. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right. Oh, I think it's up. Is it up? I can't hear.
Can you guys see it?
Okay. I can see it,
Can you
yeah.
see it?
Okay, so if you go to the thing that says present, you're gonna have to like tab through it. See where it says present up at the top, your top right, I think is what you would be looking at. It looks like a little TV box, up, like in the purple bar.
Yeah. Do you see it now?
There we go. Okay, so if you look at the bottom row, you will see the 5 different body types that I just went over. So now that I've gone over it just a little bit, maybe you can kind of see yourself. And honestly, there's, you know, you can have an hourglass shape that kind of leans a little bit more towards an apple. Like if you, it depends, like if you gain weight in your middle, you know, or if you are, you know, at the hourglass and then you tend to gain weight in your bum, you can like shift definitely when I was leaner, I had more of an hourglass, but as I, tip the scale towards 50, I'm like hourglass apple. And that's okay. So let's go to the next page. Okay. We just have to stop body shaming ourselves. We can't get upset because our body isn't like the Marilyn Monroe, like an hourglass. So I just want to keep that in mind as we go forward and we continue to talk about our bodies. Not all bodies are the same. And what I want you to think about is when you get dressed is that the clothes have to fit your body and not your body fitting your clothes. And I know all you coaches are so wonderful at teaching your clients. And the whole mindset shift that happens with the Faster Way is just amazing. But I just want to reiterate that we have to love our body and love whatever shape we are. So to figure out your body shape, you're going to want to measure yourself. And there's like 4 points that you want to measure. You want to measure your shoulders. So you'll want to get a soft cloth tape. And then you can either do this in your, undergarments or something very tight fitting, just so you can get an idea of where your measurements fall. So you're going to want to do your shoulders at the widest part. You'll want to do the bust area, and that will help you determine, like when you pick your shirts for the neckline, if you're an apple shape, you'll just want to keep some things mindful. So you don't necessarily have to measure your bust, but it is good to keep that in mind. And then your waist, what you'll want to do is just take like 2 fingers, put that at the top of your belly button. And that's usually where the smallest part of your waist is. So you want to measure the smallest part of your waist. If that is not the smallest part of your waist, just measure where it is on yourself. And then the hip area, you want to go over the largest part of your hips, not the top of your hips, but where like the top of your butt is, and it's going to wrap around over your hip bones. And so when you get those 3 measurements, I'll have you go to the next page, Alex. Okay, this was another one. I love you no matter what. This is what you need to tell yourself, like once you get your measurements, because I know sometimes when we get our measurements, we're not happy, but just know that you're awesome and beautiful. Okay.
I love that picture.
It's
I'm
in Canva.
I'm beautiful. I'm pretty. I love myself. I'm awesome. Let's all remember that. I love, love, love that so much. Okay.
Yes. I feel like
I love this. I'm gonna use that
before. Yeah, use it.
We should make one of those in exercise clothes too.
Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to just kind of like quickly break down the different body types. So this is again a rectangle. Your shoulder width and your hip width are about the same, and you have an invisible waistline. Typically, you'll see somebody like with an athletic build, a little bit more straight. I have had conversations with Renee Song. She says that she is a rectangle. So, and I'm trying to think of somebody famous that has a rectangle. Kate Hudson. Can you guys, Kate Hudson? Just a little bit more straight. So there's no defining waist. So what you're going to want to do is you want to add more volume. What you're trying to do is to get your upper body proportional with your lower body and give the illusion of a smaller waist. So typically an hourglass is the body shape that is the most proportionate, because you have, it just kind of comes in and it gives the more feminine silhouette. So if you're going for that, then you're going to want to there's 2 ways to achieve that with a rectangle body. You can either add volume, so you can add like a puff shoulder. And then you can add a little bit more volume on the bottom with like jeans that have maybe a pocket in the front. And then you add a belt. And so that's going to give the illusion of a more proportional, like slimmer defining waist. Or you don't add volume and you just pinch it in with a belt.
I have a question about the belt.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is not my body shape, but I think that's interesting
Yeah.
because I never thought about how I dress for my body shape.
Mhm.
But if you like the belt of someone like this, like how
Mhm.
thick should you wear a belt?
How what? I'm sorry.
Thick, like how thick should the belt be?
Um, that's just more like a personal preference on style.
Okay.
If you're wearing, I don't know, like a knit dress. Yeah,
Mhm.
if you're wearing a knit dress, you can go super thin with like a chain belt. Or you can do a thicker belt with like the leather belt that's in front, it wraps around and it ties. So that's more of like a style issue, like a style preference.
Okay.
And then, there's trends that dictate, like right now, it's like the skinny belts are everywhere. So it just, it depends what you like too. Okay. What's next? Okay, we have the inverted triangle. So I recently had a conversation with somebody that she did not know she was an inverted triangle. And it was like her biggest aha moment because she's like, I don't have hips. And she thought she was a rectangle, but once she did her measurements and she noticed her shoulders were broader than her hips. So, inverted triangles tend to look a little top heavy. I'm not talking about bust. I just mean the shoulders tend to look a lot more wide than the hips. So what you're trying to do to give you more of a proportion look is you're going to try to add curves, the illusion of curves to the bottom portion of your body. An example of an outfit for this would be like a tank top, like a white tank top, and like a tulle skirt, like something puffy. So the top of your body is going to look lean, and then you're going to give yourself some volume with the hips. Now, if you're a hippie person, you're like, oh my gosh, like I would never wear that. I don't want my hips to look any bigger. But when you are an inverted triangle, you're going to want to keep it simple up here, darker colors, and then the bottom pants a little brighter if you want to wear pattern. Something that you may want to avoid is wearing like a lot of ruffles up here and a skinny jean, because that is just going to make you look even wider up at the top. Now, if you do this, it's fine. This is only if you want to look proportionate, and if you want to dress the best for your body type and look the most proportionate, these are just suggestions.
I think that's what we'd like to do.
Yeah.
Look the best for our body. My question is, what if you have a big lush chest? I like how you write that. That's very, I wish I had a lush chest.
I know, me too.
When you say,
I don't think everybody has a lush chest that has a inverted triangle body. This is like, it came like this, but it's.
So my question was, if you I have a lot of friends that have the lush chest, and they say, they can't wear like a low V-neck, or they can't wear a turtleneck, or what would be good if you have a bigger chest to not make your chest look smaller, but what type of neckline, I guess is my question, would you want to wear for someone like that?
I think the best is probably a wrap shirt, because it also helps define your waist, because a lot of times ladies with a lush chest can look like a uniboob. You can get that a lot with a turtleneck, crew neck, like a thicker knit, chunky sweater. Actually, V-necks aren't bad, because it I mean, I don't have a lush chest. It may just be a personal preference, but this is just what I've learned. You don't want to open it too much to show too much cleavage. You can definitely wear a camisole underneath, but just like a little skin, and it will draw, the eye. Like if you wear like a choker necklace or a big chunky chain that's closer to the collarbone, it draws the attention up. So what you want to do is draw your eye away from it. Like, don't wear pockets on the boobs. Something else to avoid is like certain t-shirts, like a t-shirt that may cut like right here. So it's just because it's gonna like box the area out. You can wear a shirt that's like at an angle, or something a little tighter that's like 3/4 length sleeve. If you're going to wear a camisole, make sure that the straps are thicker, so it hides your bra straps.
Wow, I never
Yeah.
thought about all this.
Yeah, a wrap shirt. Wear some big fun earrings to draw the eye up. Yeah.
Or fun shoes or something.
Yes, fun shoes. Draw the eyes down to your feet.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah.
inverted triangle.
Oh, I think the number one thing though, honestly, is to get a good bra.
Yeah, where do you go for
That's
that?
gonna be. Well, Nordstrom is really good because they measure you.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys ever been fitted for a bra?
Makes a huge difference. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, I know Soma does too. I think they all do. I mean, Victoria's Secret, but you're gonna have like a 12-year-old in there measuring you. I'd like to go to Nordstrom because it's like, grandma's, my aunt is doing it, and she's also breastfed or had babies or just, gravity's taken hold. But yeah, I like Nordstrom.
That's a good
The
tip.
best.
Get measured
Or you
for
can
your
go to like a
bra.
little boutique. Yes. I think, are you frozen? Okay. Do
No,
we
I
have
just
any more
changed it.
questions
Did you
about the
see?
inverted triangle?
Do you guys see I did apple?
Are you guys seeing yourselves in any of these? What was that? Oh, I thought somebody said something. Okay.
Do you see the apple oval? Did you see I just switched it?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Apple oval. All right. So this is your body type that is, a little bit more midsection heavy. So like the bust, if you wear the wrong thing, your bust and your stomach can kind of just look like one area. So there's no defining. So what you're trying to do is focus your body, make the midline just look a little bit slimmer. Make sure your shoulders and bottom are looking proportionate. So there's ways to balance out the midsection. You don't really want to add too much volume. What you're trying to do is give the illusion of curves. So, like certain blazers or cardigans that lay nicely on the body, that will give the illusion of like a more narrow waist. I do talk a little bit more and show more examples, but this is just a little bit. You can go to the next one. I think we have 2 more left. Okay, so this is our pear shape. So again, more narrow shoulders, more narrow waist, and then you have, your bottom is just a little bit more lush. Your thighs are a little bit, tend to be a little bit more heavy. So what you want to do is create the illusion more of a broader shoulder, which is the complete opposite of an inverted triangle. So those are like the 2 opposite. Okay, so for this, you would want like a puff sleeve, a ruffle sleeve. There's certain necklines, which as we get further on, we'll look at those. But I just want you to have like more of a visual when I talk about certain body types. Okay, and then lastly, this is the hourglass. So you can see her flush chest, and then her, hips, everything is basically in proportion, and she has a thinner waist. So they do give, like measurements. I think on the previous slide, it was like a 5% difference. So, but this is like your shoulders and your hips are pretty much right around the same. So with an hourglass shape, what you want to do is make sure that when you dress that you're still maintaining the proportionate looks to the body. You don't want to, give yourself wider shoulders and then your bottom half doesn't match the upper half. Okay. So now dressing for the holidays. So I have like 3 looks. What I wanted to do is just kind of show you 3 looks. There's like, certain events that we go to during the holidays. There's like a girls' night, you have like a cookie exchange. So you want to be casual, like elevated casual. I like to say snappy cash. So, and then, then you have a little bit more of a dressier, like, function. Maybe you have a work function, where you don't want to wear jeans. Where else could you go? I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
Date night.
A date night, yes. And then you have the more dressy, like a charity event. You have your black tie events. So I wanted to show you 3 different looks, with each body type. Okay, so this is more detailed, and I pulled this from the guide that I already made. And so again, this is the rectangle body. So if you look under tops, it will break it down. The top row, that is the tops. And then the second bullet point are the sleeves that are going to be the most flattering, to look for. And then your neckline. When in doubt, the V-neck is universally flattering, whether you have a lush chest or, little nubbies. So always have that, like, when in doubt. And then, once you start to like really get into understanding your body shape and what's going to make you look the most proportionate, if you're a rectangular, you're like, oh my gosh, I love a puff shoulder because that makes my waist look smaller. And then on the bottoms, I talk about denim. So for your casual night, trousers, if you want to get a little bit more dressy, you don't want to wear a skirt. And then we have skirts. And then at the bottom, I give you some options for dresses and then different types of jumpsuits that you can wear. I love the bottom too, because honestly, like dresses and jumpsuits, like it's a one and done. You don't have to think about matching your top to your bottom. And it, like sometimes accessories with like, do I wear a belt? What kind of, shoe, is going to go with this hemline? So honestly, dresses and jumpsuits, easy breezy. Okay, so these are 3 looks that I pulled for a rectangle. So again, this is more of a straight body. So I don't know, as you can see, I'm not sure if this is starting to make sense. The one on the far left, this is like your girls' night out. Do you see how the shirt that's doing the crisscross is kind of making her waist like come in, and then she's got the belt, and then she's got the wide leg. So she's got a flowy, a voluminous top, her cinched in the waist, excuse me, and the trousers on the bottom. And then we look at the middle. This is the more like dressy, she's going to go on a date night. She's got the V-neck. And this is a very plungy V-neck. So you could wear a camisole under it or a bralette, or just get a little stitch there. But again, like the ruching here, I think this is called a nipped waist, or a paneled waist. It's bringing that waist in, and then she's got some pleats in the front to give a little bit more detail. The leather jacket makes it more casual. And then, if you go to the gala event, I wouldn't put your dress up like that. But this is also a great dress that is going to fit perfectly in the rectangle shape and like perfect for a gala dressy event.
Do you have links in your guide, Nicole, for this? If like someone wanted to buy this dress?
I linked everything. Maybe we can share this Canva so that way people just have it as a reference.
You and I will share it. I love this dress. I want that, even though I'm not a rectangle shape.
I mean, it's not just like, oh, if you're a rectangle. Alex, you could 100% wear this. Like you can wear this many different body shapes. Like you'll if you really look while we're talking, if you go back and you see like right here, I don't know, what am I trying to see? Like jeans, almost all of the jeans, boot cut, wide flare. Like boot cut is another universally flattering jean that like, and even like an A-line, it almost looks good on everybody. Except like an hourglass, because you just can't really see the shape of the body. But mostly like there's a lot of like repeat in here. So I just tried to give a little variety. I didn't want to show the same dress like on, 2 different, maybe I should, but yeah, like these tops are all linked. everything's linked. Maybe I can condense it, make it a little bit more streamlined so people don't have to go through all these, but maybe you can help me.
We can
come up
send
with an
something. I have a
idea.
question though.
Yeah.
What do you think about like that mom jean, like the high-waisted jean? Who is that for?
That high-waisted, you could wear a high-waisted jean. I think, the inverted triangle should not wear a high-waisted jean because it's just gonna look skinny, 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 and then wide. So, and then I think that's it really. Like a high-waisted jean is excellent on an oval apple body.
Oh, excellent on teenagers.
Yes. I remember when it first came out a couple years ago, I was in Aritzia and somebody very young was helping me. She's like, oh, high-waisted denim. I'm like, I just had my third baby. I am so sick. It made me think of maternity jeans. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm still with my low-rise skinnies.
Yes.
Like, no, yes. Okay. Oh, wait, go back one here.
Go back. This
Yeah.
one? Okay.
Yeah, so we just finished talking about rectangle. Now we're going to talk about the inverted triangle. So again, right here, these are just examples of different things. And so like when you go onto Nordstrom's website, you can actually like click on tops and it will say neckline and you can just plug in, like V-neck, halter, and it will narrow it down for you. So you don't have to sift. So that I don't know how many other websites do that, but keep that in mind when you're shopping. Or you can just in the search engine, like you leave here, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in an inverted triangle. And then you go and you just type in like shift dresses. And then you'll just get all the shift dresses. So like having this will just help you online shop so much more efficiently. Okay, so let's look at the inverted triangle. Okay, ladies, inverted triangle. This is the woman with the broader shoulders, the more narrow hips. So let's start with the casual. We have a black top. We're not trying to draw attention to the top. We've got our V-neck, which universally flattering. We've got the, and then we've got the color right down there with the denim skirt. And, it's got a little bit of like detail with the pockets and the seams, and she's got a belt. So you can see how this will balance out the shape. Wide leg is great for the inverted triangle. It's going to give more volume on the bottom. And then you have your halter up at the top. So you can still see your shoulders. You're not trying to hide anything, but you're just keeping the color lighter on top. And then the dress, this is great because the pleats can be a little bit more voluminous. So again, you're just drawing more attention to the bottom, and then it's got the cinched waist to give a more of a like a hippie look. So those are my three for the inverted triangle. Are you guys starting to see a pattern here? Okay.
Yeah, all your outfits are cute.
We can. It's really hard not to shop when I'm like doing these myself. Okay, again, do you guys want me to go over like in detail, like the apple, like what a trapeze top is, what like a swing top tunic, or do you just want this?
No, this is helpful to see.
Okay, all right. So with the apple shape, you just want to, like, if you look at the neckline, the V-neck, it's just going to kind of break up the area, this whole area. A sweetheart, it's got that like dip here. So what you're doing is visually bringing everything to the top. You're looking at some skin, a scoop neck, again, more skin, square, strapless. These are all things that are just going to kind of cut that area. Your midriff area and bring the eye upwards. And then with the sleeves, I mentioned earlier, you just kind of have to be mindful not to wear anything too boxy because it can just give you that uniboob. So the cap sleeves, it just kind of covers the shoulder area, a slit, it kind of opens up and leaves that drapey area. And then a lot of these tops, the trapeze, swing, wrap, it's not too tight across the tummy to sometimes you can get that like bulging appearance. Let's see, the bottoms. Okay. You can read that. Okay. Does that make sense? Do you want me to talk? We can
Yes,
go to the
but
next
do
page.
you think
Okay.
every body shape can wear a jumpsuit?
I do. You just need to, you need to be mindful of your torso. If you have a long torso, it may not be comfortable. But like there's different types of jumpsuits, right? There's like a strapless, there's a tank top, there's belted. Yes. So I do think every body type can wear one, whether you like them or not.
Lisa, I think you would look
just-
cute in a jumpsuit. You should get a jumpsuit, Lisa. We're gonna find
I have-
Lisa a jumpsuit.
I have a jumpsuit, but I have a long torso, even though I'm very short. And so they generally ride up
Yeah.
where you don't want things riding up.
Okay, we're gonna send you a
Right.
link for one that you're gonna wear to the conference.
I
Okay,
was about to
great.
Say, I have a crap ton of jumpsuits. I'll just bring them all to conference.
Yes, you would look good in a jumpsuit Tuesdays.
Who is it? Coach Amber B hates jumpsuits. She's like 5'10". I don't know if you guys know
She's
this.
so tall.
She's
yeah.
so tall and she hates them. So I know tall girls tend to hate jumpsuits too.
I like that. I think they look good on a lot of people, though. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's just you need to make sure that, you know, it's not visiting areas you don't want it to. Okay, so here's 3 looks from casual to like gala. A lot of these gala dresses are black, but I think that's just the way that designers put things out. And so I don't know, I just picked like, you know, plaid and jewel tones, and there's a lot of sequins going around. There's a lot of, you know, a lot of these tops come in other colors. We're seeing a lot of pink, which I know Alex loves. We can thank the Barbie movie for that. And then also too, metallics. Metallics are huge. They're having a huge moment this season, especially silver. So, you know, you could wear a silver shoe with the one in the middle. That would look actually really good. And then don't like think you can't mix metals. Like if you're wearing a gold bracelet and you have silver shoes, that is 100% fine. But yeah, these are just the 3 looks that I picked for the apple shape. And then we have our pair. Again, when you see the tops, you're going to notice all the tops have like a lot of volume up top. And you ladies with the pear shape, you're lucky because you can wear those stripes and it's going to look good. So yeah, we can look at the outfits next.
Oh my
All right,
God,
here we go.
love these.
Are you a pair, Alex?
I am. Tried and true.
Yes. Yes. So when looking at pear shape, some things you want to take into consideration. Your tops, you can wear like the voluminous top. You can wear a lot of color up top. You can wear patterns up top. You know, I know wide leg jeans are still kind of like, you know, people are still like, oh, I don't know, but you can wear wide leg, flare leg. You don't want to do like the super bell because then, you know, you're just adding way too much volume to the bottom, but just a nice boot cut or like a slim wide leg would look really nice. And then, you know, we've got the gold metallic here. And then again, with the jewel tones, this is like a little bit more sequins. And then our dressier evening look right there. But I love the ruffle. And you see how it just kind of like, it widens the top. So it will help balance out the bottom.
Yeah, that dress is gorgeous.
Hmm?
That
And
dress,
everything that I picked, I tried to keep at a very reasonable, like 200 and under price point. And then this dress also comes in like a knee length too, which I thought was pretty. Okay. And then our last shape is our hourglass. So, yeah, I mean, typically the tops you know, are going to be a little bit more fitted. You want the sleeves to be a little bit more fitted as well. You don't want to add too much volume up top. And again, you know, just make sure that you keep your proportions showing and shining through with your hourglass shape. So on the next page, we have our looks. So like, for instance, this this top that I have here on the far left, it is a peplum top, and an hourglass is not the only one that can wear peplum. An inverted triangle can wear a peplum top, just because it gives a little frill at the bottom. A pear shape can wear a peplum top. So there's just a lot of crossover. And then I did find a dress that wasn't black, so it's a burgundy. But yeah, these are the three outfits that oh, look at that. I have a pear triangle up there. I didn't change it. It's supposed to be hourglass.
This is hourglass. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I love those outfits though. I love all the shine.
Yeah. Sparkle. And if you don't want to wear sparkle, you don't have to. I know sometimes sequins can be a little much. But they are fun and festive. And then if you don't want to wear, you know, the sequins, you can, like I said, jewel tones. There's the emerald, the blues, like the cobalt blue. You have the big raspberry. And I know a lot of you ladies are doing the, you're getting your colors done, I hear. I see it like sprinkled in through social media. Did you get them done yet, Alex?
No, after
Or not yet?
Thanksgiving.
No. Oh, okay. All right. So yes, so accessories, you know, we're going to be talking about handbags and some jewelry. I didn't really touch on shoes. That's like a whole nother 25 slide presentation. But yeah, and then I picked some accessories on the next page, which I didn't link these, but I can. Well, this is just a list of what they are. Maybe the next one.
Okay. This?
There should be one more. Yes, this one right here. I forgot to add headbands. I picked this headband up from actually J. Crew Factory. If you don't want to do your hair, just throw some like you know,
Dry shampoo.
dry shampoo, and then it like just throw this in and your hair's done and you don't have to worry about it. Like, it's fine.
J. Crew does have the best headbands, just FYI. I'm just putting in a little plug. You're right.
They do. And then this was like, I don't know, $5 at the factory, but it's gold and it would go with anything. So I don't know. I just thought these were fun. Again, they're like, you know, the fun colors, the drapey. If you don't want to do like a chandelier earring, you know, just get like a little stud. You'll want to, a lot of questions I get is like, how do I know how to match my, like, what do I do with my earrings and necklace? So again, that is personal preference, but I just tell people that like, that aren't comfortable, just pick one thing. Pick a fun earring and don't wear a necklace, or wear a chunky bracelet, and a necklace, and then wear like little studs. Maybe just pick one key accessory. And then you can just pick a little fun clutch, a little metallic, a little razzle dazzle.
So what are the stores that you like
Yeah.
to shop at right now? Where do you think like your go-to like for accessories are?
Well, what you're looking at, that most of them are Nordstrom or Anthropologie. So you can get like some of the brands at Nordstrom. Oh my gosh, there's some like foreign names. I'll have to like look them up, but Bauble Bar. I know that even like Target sells some of them. Like just some fun pieces that aren't a lot of money, because, you know, it's like a one and done, like maybe once, twice a year that you're going to wear these things. I don't know. Personally, I don't like to spend a lot of money. I would rather get costume jewelry than actually buy real emeralds. So, and then I think Anthropologie has a lot of fun, and their stuff goes on sale a lot. But everything here is like other than maybe the necklace is like around between $50 and $75. But I know like Target, they're now carrying Kendra Scott, I believe. Yeah.
I saw that.
So yeah. So her earrings are about 30. So I would say like those are my three go-tos. I'm typically a very dainty, like jewelry kind of person, but for like a fun night out, I will wear the earrings or a necklace. I'm personally more of like a fun earring type person, if I can. You know, you can do like a little fun little cocktail ring. But yeah, just like one big, make one statement piece. I hope that helped. Do you guys have any more questions?
No, that was great.
Did you learn a lot?
I did. I've never thought about dressing for my body, to be totally honest. I just pick things I
Mhm.
like. I know what fits my
Yeah.
body.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of us do, like over time. But I think like when we're younger, we're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could wear that. It looks so good on her. But like now you know why. Like she doesn't
Right.
have hips and you do, you know. So
Right. I love
Yeah.
this because you help us look good for our body, right? Like I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, maybe I wish I was a whatever, but like
Yeah.
appreciating your body and sort of owning it, I think is really important in picking those things. So the takeaways that I have from this are: one, go get your bra fitted. Go
Oh, you're
get bra
freezing.
shopped. Oh,
You're
can you hear
freezing.
me? Ugh. Can you hear me? Am
Oh,
I good?
now we can. Yeah.
Okay,
It's like we can only hear you when you say, can you hear me?
you can hear me, right? No. Okay.
Oh, there you are. Yeah.
You can hear me now.
I know what you're trying to say, Alex.
Okay,
For
so
the-
bra
for
shop,
now,
go get
yeah.
your bra fitted, wear a statement
Yeah.
piece, and a V-neck looks good on everybody. Those are my 3 takeaways.
Yeah. Bra, V-neck, bootcut jeans. You're good.
Boot cut jeans. Okay. Statement
Yeah.
piece. I love the statement piece.
I get a statement piece. Yeah, you have a lot of fun earrings. Speaking of, I'm gonna take these off because they're heavy, but yes. Does anybody have any fun holiday plans?
Yes. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I
don't
know
know.
you do. Too far ahead.
Couple
I'm gonna
cookie
have an ugly-
exchanges, but that's not exciting.
That's fun. I have never been to a cookie exchange. Can somebody invite me to their cookie exchange?
Come to mine.
please?
Come to mine. It's December 3rd.
I'll be there. I'll bring some Greek cookies, which you can choke on.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It'll be good.
They're
Thanks,
so
Susan.
dry.
Have a great day. Night. I forget what
Thanks for
time.
joining.
Thanks, everybody.